welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just an epic duo in love. Let those react to some epic rap battles of history.
Yes, we do.
So this is Dr. Seuss versus Shakespeare. So keeping the literary theme here. Last ERB we checked out was Edgar Allan Poe versus Stephen King, and got a suggestion for this one. I guess it's in their first season.
Wow.
So yeah, over 100 million views in 13 years. Crazy impressive.
Yes, very impressive.
All right, and so if you want all of our epic rap battles of history reactions, we got a playlist in the description of this video. The way we do this is we're gonna watch it one time just for fun and laugh at everything, and then the second time we'll continue to laugh, but we will stop it after each round to say who we thought won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dr. Seuss!
God.
Come bite my thumb, I
Come
hope
bite
you know the stakes. I'll put a slug between your shoulder blades, then I'll squid like through yonder hose of brakes. I have been iambic on
We
the
got to be
jazzy
Dr.
bastard.
Seuss.
My rhyme's a classic. Your crap is drafted by kindergartner high on acid. White soldier boy who has no swag and no gonads. Egads, it's so sad. And to top it off, you're not a doctor. I've never seen a softer author. You crook, you. I bet you wrote the Twilight books too.
Oh. Nice.
Would I could not on a boat. Read any of the boring ass plays you wrote. Thornton doesn't want to hear you, and Cindy Lou Who is afraid to go near you. You bore people to death. You leave a classroom looking like the enemy Macbeth. I entertain a child at any age. You gotta translate what you said on the opposite page. How you gonna battle with a cat in the hat? Little kids get scared when I step on the mat. Think your ruffleneck ass gonna rap to that? I got a best-selling book about me coming back. I'm switching on my style like the Beatles with my pieces. Each is such a wonder with a plethora of features. You're pathetically predictable. You're thinking doom mining through the trisyllabic meter.
Damn.
Get my creatures. The bard is in the building. It's a castle. I'm a boss. Better parliament. A positive. I'm killing it. I'm iller than the plague. And never caught a cholera. A balla balla on some cricket bowl of business while you're sitting in the bleachers.
Damn. Yeah.
You rap fast. You do. Yes, you rap fast. It's true. Now let's see how you rap versus things 1 and 2.
Yo, you may have wrote the script, but now we're running the show. You can take your fancy words and send them back home to your mama. Break a foot off in your ass with a beady pajama.
Beady
We'll
pajamas.
pick you up and eat you with some ham and green eggs. We'll break up with your leg. Make no mistake, we in the rain. All does not end well. When we bust out a cake, you getting up stage. Well, yo, you just got played.
Dr. Seuss!
The smile.
Yeah.
They both do a great job.
I hope you know the stakes. I'll put a slug between your shoulder blades, then I'll squid like through yonder hose of brakes. I have been iambic on that assy bastard.
I've been that hammock on that ass.
Your crap is drafted by kindergartner high on acid. Yo, man, you're an old white soldier boy who has no swag and no gonads. Egads, it's so sad. And to top it off, you're not a doctor. I've never seen a softer author. You crook, you. I bet you wrote the Twilight books too. Would I could not on a boat. Read any of the boring ass plays you wrote. Even Thornton doesn't want to hear you, and Cindy Lou Who is afraid to go near you. You bore people to death.
You
You
lash
leave a
your
classroom
shit.
looking like the enemy Macbeth. I entertain a child at any age. You gotta translate what you said on the opposite page. How you gonna battle with a cat in the hat? Little kids get scared when I step on the mat. Think your ruffleneck ass gonna rap to that? I got a best-selling book about me coming back.
I mean, Dr. Seuss's rap was fun, but I think I give that one to Shakespeare. I mean, he put the iambic pentameter in there as well.
To me, Shakespeare's first verse got better on the second time watching it.
Yeah.
But Dr. Seuss's was just fun from the get-go, and I like how it answered Dr. Seuss while also calling out his own work. I felt it had like a nice balance in there of those two aspects of coming into the rap battle. I know this is going to sound unfair, I'm sure, but I just kind of expect better of Shakespeare. He didn't come out swinging like I wanted.
Mm-hmm. He bit his thumb at him right away.
He did. I mean, there was that, but like, I don't know. It just wasn't as strong as I expected.
Yeah.
And since this apparently was in their first season, you said, I wonder what would have happened now if they did Shakespeare. And I'm thinking of like their Romeo and Juliet one that they did against Bonnie and Clyde. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that was so good. Like they
It was.
played with Shakespeare's words and his works so well. And this just doesn't seem quite at that same level. Like I feel like there's so much more they probably could have done with it.
I'm switching on my style like the Beatles with my pieces. Each is such a wonder with a plethora of features. Are pathetically predictable. You're thinking you might include the trisyllabic meter and some ghetto Muppet creatures. The art is the building.
Get on
it's a
Muppet
class
creatures.
from a Parliament to positive and killing and some iller than the plague and never caught a cholera. A balla balla on some cricket bowl of business while you're sitting in the bleachers.
All right, whatever.
Yes, you rap fast, it's true. Now let's see how you rap versus things 1 and 2.
Yo, you may have wrote the script, but now we're running the show. You can take your fancy words and send them back home to your mama. Break a foot off in your ass with a beady pajamas. And we'll cook you up and eat you with some ham and green eggs. We'll break off with your leg, make no mistake. Be in the rain, all does not end well. When we bust out a cake, you getting upstage. Well, yo, you just got played.
I give the second verse to Shakespeare.
See, I'd switch it up. I'd give the second verse to Dr. Seuss in Thing 1 and Thing 2. Shakespeare was more impressive as far as his rapping went. But, you know, I mean, breaking off your footy pajamas in someone's ass, I don't know how you come back from that one.
To me, Shakespeare, like the second verse seemed more what I imagine of epic rap battles of history to be able to do with Shakespeare, to be able to like do that speed and put in all of it. Like, it's one of those things that I'm like, I need to hear it again just so I could get everything from it. Because I definitely know I didn't get everything from it the first time or even the second time listening to it. But everything that I picked up on, I was like, ooh, that's good. So, got to give it to Shakespeare.
Overall, I think I'd give it to Shakespeare. Who would you give it to overall?
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. Okay. All right. So we do not agree on either of these. Either of these ones. But I don't think it was a stomp in either direction. I think that it was a pretty evenly matched rap battle, and yeah, it was enjoyable. I think I liked Edgar Allan Poe and Shakespeare more though.
So I have to
And
ask.
Edgar Allan Poe and Stephen King.
I have to ask because I don't know much about Dr. Seuss at all outside of like I read his books as a kid. Why does he look crazy?
I don't know. Is that because like I don't know if I heard a rumor like did he write like it's his books on acid and like that's why it's like because he was a little bit like out there and crazy, but like I didn't see anything. Again, we have to watch the rap again to see if I picked up anything like about like his like drug use. But yeah, he looked.
Well, they referenced books being like written by
Kindergartners
kindergartners on acid.
yeah.
So I don't know. That was one thing where I was like, I know from this channel and these content creators, they do their research, and if they're putting something in there, it's likely founded in some truth. But as an audience member, I'm like, I'm obviously very ignorant of this because I'm not getting it. But I respect that it's there for a reason.
And you can tell this is kind of their first season because like the jabs seemed a little bit more surface level than they normally do. Sometimes they go like a little bit deeper with it and like really like learning and knowing the history. I mean, like I'm sure there was a bunch of stuff in there that I just didn't get and did like, you know, like we said, like not as familiar with Dr. Seuss. But I didn't see anything of it. But did you catch on anything? And maybe this was 13 years ago, so maybe it just wasn't as prominent of we'll call it a rumor. I was like Shakespeare like not writing his own stuff. Like I would have thought that would have been like kind of in there.
I did not pick up on that if it was in there.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that either. So like normally I would think that would be something that they would throw in there. But like I said, this was 13 years ago, and they made a movie on it, but that was like definitely not 13 years ago. So I don't know like if it was in the public discourse about Shakespeare plagiarizing.
I think when you consider that how long we've been together,
yeah,
I do think it was being discussed that he may not have been the writer of his own works. And that feels like a very juicy dig that Dr. Seuss could come at him with. But to your point, I didn't hear it. So for whatever reason, we either missed it or they didn't include it.
All right. So if you want all of our epic rap battle of the history reactions, we got a playlist for you. Let us know who you thought won and why down below in the comments. And thanks for checking out RERB for Dr. Seuss and Shakespeare, which keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.